What up, what up, what up? It's your boy, Epic Photos here. Just want to make this quick tutorial for all of my Sony users. Well, as we all know, there isn't that many options for us as far as triggers. And either you're going to have to go and get a aftermarket trigger from China, or you would have to get like a over expensive kind of trigger from Fotex or something like that. But I had got these Aputure triggers, and they are from Trigmaster. Well, if you can see them, they're pretty good triggers, and they worked for like the very first week I got them, and they stopped syncing. I don't know why, but they did. So I started using my little Chinese triggers, because like I said, I have a Sony. This is a Sony a77, and it doesn't have the hot shoe like the Nikon. It has its own weird dedicated hot shoe. So I don't know if you can see that very well, but see that? And you have to have a special trigger, and they actually have their own speed lights that they use for it too. And they're like astronomically priced. I'm not going to buy that. I have a Yongnuo 562, and it works exactly how I need it to work. It's not TTL, but it's fine. It does what I needed to do, and it throws out a lot of light. Okay, now I got two of these just because they're cheap and I can afford it. I mean, at $400 and $500 for the Sony brand, I'm like, that's crazy. That's an actual DSLR camera, $500. So, nah, I went with this. And like I said, for the first week, it triggered everything. It triggered this. They triggered my strobes. I have a strobe here. See that guy? It triggered him too. And then all of a sudden, it just stopped triggering. So I couldn't figure it out. So I'm going to show you what was going on. Okay? So I take my Sony. Here is this part. Turn it on. Okay, it's on. The red light. Now, I will take one of these guys, and you put it on your speed light, like so. Okay, and you turn it on. And see, it's on. Now, what happens is, let me turn power on. Okay, so it's powered on now. And what happens is, you will see, do you see the green light? See, now that works. That's cool. Okay, that fires. No problem. Okay, but then once I cut my camera on, okay, see, the camera is on now. Take off the lens protector, and I go and focus on something. It doesn't fire. See? It does not fire. I'm wondering, okay, what's going on? Why doesn't it fire? It fires when you trigger it. Okay. I'll even turn on the sound for you so you can hear it when it triggers. You hear that? And watch this. You don't hear nothing. It doesn't go off. Okay? And I've seen it all over the internet. People were asking that question. Okay, what is going on? Why doesn't it trigger? What's going on? Why doesn't it trigger? I don't know. I don't have an answer to it. But I did figure out a workaround. So, if you do have your Aputure brand triggers, Trigmaster or even Trigmaster 2, keep them. Okay? Don't throw them out. Keep them. This is the workaround. I actually had a little wire here. This is a little wire that came with one of my older triggers. And see right here? See right here? Has a PC port, sync cable on one end, and it has this little jack on the other. Now it's not like an earphone jack, it's actually smaller. Okay? Now what I did was just being curious, okay? I took it and I put this wire on the side, plugged it in. It fit perfectly. Then I took this end, which is the PC sync end, and see the A77 has a PC sync on the side. So I put it in here. Now, look at that. That sucker's going crazy. Look, it's receiving a signal. So now, okay, that's pressing the button. It fires. Now watch this. Pow! Success. Pow! It works. This was just experimenting, and I actually got it to work. And it just doesn't just work with that, it actually works with my strobes too. So I have that linked up like that. You take this off. Okay, and you can see it's connected. See that? The green light is on. And once I unplug this, see the green light goes out? See? It doesn't, it says it's connected, but it's actually not. And once I plug this back in, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Wonderful. Now I take this same cord and put it in flash, and then hook it up to my strobe. Okay? And I let it kind of dangle. And now it's hooked up to my strobe light. Okay? See that? I'm going to cut the strobe on. Okay, cut the modeling light off. Okay, now my strobe is on. Now, watch this. Same thing. Get the can. Pow! Same thing. Focusing on something down here. Pow! Awesome. I can't believe this actually works. And I mean, it's like, why it stopped syncing, I have no clue. Now I'm going to take this down to 200th of a second. You can see, okay, I'm going to 200th of a second. This is a normal flash sync. I'm going to go to like around F8. And it will fire. It's pretty quick. Pow. Pow. Awesome triggers. Pow. 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 Awesome. Awesome triggers. And photo's not half bad. So, yeah, this is the workaround. You can credit me, Epic Photos, for this little gem of a find, because so far the Sonys have had a bad name as far as sync and transmitters and receivers and everything, and it just seems like we can't win. But guess what? I found the workaround. Holla at your boy, Epic Photos, Baltimore, Maryland. Peace. I'm out.